What's good, everybody? It is Soul here, and I know it has been a while since I put a video out on YouTube. I've been actually more streaming on Twitch, and I haven't been recording my Twitch streams and all that. It is about 8 o'clock in the morning here. I haven't gone to sleep, so if I sound a little weird or off-putting, that's why. Basically, you guys know that I've been playing Magic for, 7 years now? Give or take some. Oh, why is my face angled weird? It's weird. Looks like somebody broke my jaw and just like. Anyways, I've invested a lot of time, a lot of money, and a lot of, just time, right? In Magic. I play Commander with some of my friends. I play Commander on Untap. I play Commander IRL. And on Arena, I play Historic because Standard is just annoying. There's always, the next big thing. Standard is just net decks. And I thought that Historic might be different. But it's not. Literally, with Kaladesh being added, a whole new set being added, nothing has changed at all to the meta. You still have blue-black rogues, but in this case, they have Fatal Push. Like, they were just upgrades that were made to the same decks. You have Fatal Push and stuff in that deck now. You have Mono Blue Tempo is exactly the same deck that it was before. You have Mono Red Goblins, which with the addition of Zendikar got Relic Seeker or whatever, but it's still the same deck. Skirk Prospector, double your mana, basically. You have the same Sultai deck that was already there. Except this time, because there's more annoying Planeswalkers like Dovin Bond and stuff, you have them playing Immortal Sun and things from Ixalan. Those are pretty much the only decks that I've seen. I haven't seen any solid control decks. Oh yeah, Mono Green Elves. Still exactly the same deck. The meta has not changed at all to a whole nother set being released. Except there's this one blue-black control deck I've seen floating around that's running Narset, Torrential Gearhulk, and the Commit to Memory lock for your hand. That one is tough. It's just counter spells and a lock, basically. And don't get me wrong, I run Narset Wheels. I run a Jeskai version of that deck. But I run my own version, so I'm not too salty about it. It's just, I come and I play Magic to see what everyone else has brewed. I come to see what people have come up with on their own, man. Magic is a creative game, or at least it was. But now it's literally just net decks. It's exactly the same decks that you had before. Once you get to Platinum. Even in Gold, I was seeing them. And I just got to Platinum today. So, to prove my point, we're going to play 2 games of Magic. I'm going to play a deck that I've been working on. It's one of my 3 decks that I enjoy playing on Historic. This deck is a Brawl Chief of Compliance counterspell deck. I have Haze of Pollen and Root Snare for Fogs, and then there's Syncopate, Shark Typhoon, Planeswalkers, Counterspells, and Board Wipes, with 1 Pact and Negation to salt people. I've got a nice sideboard. What I'm thinking about doing is taking out it was just blue-white. I had Absorbs and Wizard's Retorts. Deck's not finished yet. I need another Disallow. But the Fogs, I think I need to have more of. It's the only green card that I run. So let's go ahead and we'll make some revisions here. For the Fogs, just green. Prevent damage. We'll run I think we'll run an extra 2. Ceremonious Rejection's good. Go down to Mystical Dispute. Go down maybe... Dovin's Veto, because Miscast is really good against Thoughtseize. And in the sideboard, we'll bring a Narset to the sideboard. And we'll bring a Pact of Negation to the sideboard, because I really only need that if I'm going up against some things. So, a couple cards that I need to get more of. Shark Typhoon is my win con. And maybe a couple more Planeswalkers. I might turn this into a Bant Proliferate deck. Maybe I should be running Karn's Bastion. Just 2 copies, obviously. We'll go down a Forest, and we'll go down a Plains, because I have enough fixing for those colors. And we'll run it like this. Should still be an 80-card Yorion deck. Should still be a control deck. What does Karuga say? Only cards, not permanents? Ah, fail. Fail. I wish it was just permanents. Okay. So that's what we're going to run. It's a control deck. The type of deck that literally will shut down anything that's not the top tier decks in the meta. My top tier shutdown deck is my Esper 9 Lives deck. You guys have seen that. All I did was add Dovin Bonds. So the main combo, quote unquote, in this deck is landing a Shark Typhoon on turn 6. And then casting the biggest Syncopate you've ever seen. So we'll play 2 best of 3s, and hopefully they'll be pretty quick. This is a keepable hand, I think. Nope, never mind. I'm not going to draw any lands. So, 3 things that are issues with Arena. Decks getting stacked together, like cards. I've had opponents have 3 Thoughtseize in their opening hand, more than once. And, you know, that's just not even probable, man. Within the top 4 cards, I get Thoughtseize 3 times. Yeah, sure. It happens for me. Narset always finds another Narset on Arena. Really, no lands. Nice. That's exactly what I'm looking for. On top of that, like Kill Spell, you just see the same cards over and over again because Arena Shuffler is 100% broken. Also, if the games are kind of like predetermined, where if I'm playing an aggro deck and my opponent's playing a control deck, my control deck opponent is either going to flood out, which they can capitalize on, or they're going to get mana screwed, or vice versa. It's never a fair game like this. My opponent's playing control, so I'm going to get mana screwed, and my opponent's going to win. This is not pre-recorded footage. Like, I would move my mouse, right? Like, look, 2 Charming Princes. In the first, we'll say 6 cards. Honestly, I'm glad that I'm playing this game because this is perfect. This is a perfect demonstration of what I mean. I'm not going to draw a land. There's my second Stern Dismissal. And we're going to scoop it up right there. That was game 1, by the way. Are they playing Charmed Princes? Sure. We'll go down a couple of fogs, but you know, you can't play anything else in Arena because the meta is literally exactly the same. And the reason these decks are top tier is because the mono blue tempo only needs 3 lands to function. The mono red deck only needs 3 lands to function. The Sultai deck only needs 3 lands to function because it has the card draw and the ramp to get there. Any other deck cannot. Straight up. And this deck's curve is low. Look at this. I'm only playing 2 colors realistically. And I almost always have to mulligan down to 6 because it'll only give me 3 lands and they'll be off color with the cards that I play. The 5th hand, the hand that where you keep 5, is always the best hand. I'm just going to have to pitch the Stern Dismissal We'll play Castle Ardenvale next, and oh, that's the best draw that I could have asked for here. Also, with me going first, this deck's really solid. I mean, it can get there. But not the top tier decks, like, my opponent's not playing something that's top tier right now, but I'm sure that they would be. I'm going to play this. It's going to do tap. I didn't draw land. In my 80 card deck where I'm running 38 lands, I'm running extra, and I don't get mana flooded. I still get mana screwed the entire time. This looks like a Blink Panharmonicon-esque deck. Look, I'm still missing land drops. I'm sure my opponent has 4 or 5 lands in hand. Oh, are they missing land drops too? No, they're not. They're just playing a second main, of course. No, we're not having that happen. Oh my god, it's a land. My opponent's tapped out. We get to resolve a big Teferi, and maybe they'll scoop. Alright. So, I've got a big Teferi. That's it. The only thing that I've seen changed in this deck is there's a Panharmonicon or two added for additional value. And there's the removal spell. And this isn't even the most top tier deck. This is just a solid deck that you see played every now and then. It's the blue-white flash deck. Or not flash, but blue-white blink. And then Elspeth Conqueror's Death just comes in and shuts down my deck for a turn. And this is game 2, mind you. And there's a removal spell. My opponent was already slotted to win this game. And then they can get back Thassa, I'm pretty sure. Yep, there it is. Alright, well, I'm losing the game now. Immediately. Because I stumbled on mana. And they had every answer in the fucking game. So we'll scoop it up. Simple as that. And this deck's good. This deck ranked me up to Platinum in a straight streak of wins. When I play at 4 in the morning and the net deckers are asleep. I'm playing at 8 in the morning Eastern Standard Time and they're awake. And so I'm losing. Straight up. The only reason that I rank up is because I play at 4 a.m. So, to conclude our discussion, if you play Magic and you play Arena, leave your comments down in the comment section, obviously. Drop a like. Sub if you want me to, post on YouTube more often. I have plenty of opinions for plenty of things, and I do play a lot of Magic. I've been streaming Skyrim, twitch.tv/SolarSystemGG, SoularsystemGG. Catch them live. I stream long time, man. Long time per stream. Like, I streamed 12 hours yesterday. I took the day off, but it was just so I could record this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys agree with me that something's up with Arena and that the meta, there needs to be some things taken care of in that. But, you know, it is what it is. That's Constructed's always been that way. I'm just sad to see that Historic, which was a format that was better than Standard, has turned into this. But hopefully it'll get fixed. Hopefully things will even out and some bans will be issued or something needs to be done. These decks are just as fucking busted as Wilderness Reclamation was. I honestly think that they can unban 3 mana Teferi from Historic because the Historic power level is like up to here. And maybe shutting down counter spells would be nice. Maybe shutting down the flash decks would be nice. Because right now, Aside from goblins and elves, that's all there is. It's just flash decks. So, hope you guys enjoyed my opinion. And as always, catch you guys in the next one. Peace.